How do you write a bestseller? That was Land Rover's problem when it came to improving its runaway success story, the Range Rover Evoque, a car that now accounts for a third of the brand's total sales. It's a fashionable yet capable proposition that has fundamentally changed the premium compact SUV market, and rivals now have to contend with an evolved version that features a more efficient range of diesel engines, extra technology, and even, uniquely in this sector, the option of a convertible body style. As a result, if you want an SUV of this kind, this is still the one to beat.
First impressions are good. This Evoque may be based on underpinnings borrowed from the old Freelander model, but it feels very different to that car to drive. There's a sportier, more dynamic feel that's helped in this improved design by the lighter weight of the fresh engine wear installed beneath the bonnet of diesel variants. The Ingenium 2-litre unit in question is Land Rover's own and is far more refined and efficient than the previous Ford-derived 2.2-litre power plant. The brand offers it in 150 PS guise in the ED4 two-wheel drive entry-level models, or in 180 PS form in TD4 derivatives capable of 59.4 miles per gallon on the combined cycle and 125 grams per kilometre of CO2 in manual guise. The TD4s come complete with a standard driveline permanent four-wheel drive system, but buyers are also offered the option of an active driveline setup. This can intelligently switch between two and four-wheel drive as required and is fitted as standard on the only petrol model in the range, the 240 PS SI4 variant. SI4 buyers have to have the clever 9-speed auto gearbox that's available as an option on the TD4 5-door and is standard on the TD4 Coupe. On the move, on tarmac, if you're minded to use all the performance on offer, you'll notice accurate turn-in aided on four-wheel drive variants by a torque vectoring system that transfers power to the wheel that can most effectively use it. This allows you to better make the most of the consistently weighted steering and the solid body control that's on offer through the turns. No, it isn't quite at the level you'd expect from a conventional sporting hatchback, but the surprise for new Evoque converts will be just how close this Land Rover gets to that standard. Off-road, this car beats all its main rivals for mud-plugging prowess. A terrain response system allows you to set the car up to traverse different surfaces. Plus, there's now the option of an all-terrain progress control package if you've a four-wheel drive auto version. This setup essentially a low-speed cruise control system for slow and steady progress over rough terrain. Not many cars make it from concept motor show prototype to production reality without being significantly watered down, but this was one of them. We first saw what was then called the LRX in 2008, and the Evoque model it then became is as arresting to look at now as it was back then. Whether you opt for this 5-door body style or the coupe or convertible 3-door versions. Most Evoque buyers, though, are going to want one of the hardtop variants. Probably a 5-door version like the one we have here, a derivative that now gets the eye-catching vents in the clamshell bonnet that were previously restricted to the coupe model. As for changes made inside this revised Evoque, well, basically it's a lot of little things that add up to quite a lot. Revised interior door casings feature reprofiled armrests, and the instrument binnacle that you view through the 3-spoke leather-trimmed multifunction steering wheel has been redesigned with clearer dials. The key cabin feature, though, lies here in the centre of the dash. At last, Land Rover has delivered a state-of-the-art infotainment screen to its volume buyers. The 8-inch in-control touch display is clear, easy to navigate around, and very informative. Time to take a seat in the rear. Now, here the shallow side windows create a bit of a hemmed-in feel, but overall, the space on offer is surprising when you consider the rakish roofline and the fact that this car is shorter than the Ford Focus. With the composite plastic rear hatch raised, the 575-litre space revealed in this 5-door version is 114 litres less than you get in a boxy Discovery Sport. But a glance at rival model stats reveals that this still means you get a slightly more spacious boot than you would in obvious rivals, even those in the BMW X3 and Audi Q5 class. Ever since it was first launched, this model has been a turning point for the Land Rover brand. Other SUVs have pioneered more car-like handling, but ultimately they've still been SUVs, both to drive and to look at. The Evoque isn't like that. In all the ways that matter, off-road ability, towing prowess, that commanding driving position, it's a 4x4. Just in all the ways that also matter, efficiency, cutting-edge style and driving pleasure, it feels like, well, something quite different. Contradictory qualities we've been waiting all too long for from a car of this kind. In summary then, the Evoque is now even easier to recommend than it was before. It's the only car in the premium compact SUV segment with a conceivable appeal to lifestyle buyers not necessarily searching for a premium compact SUV, and that says a lot. If you are in the market for something of this kind, you can stretch to the asking price and you can afford not to place too much of a premium on practicality, then you won't be disappointed. This is, quite simply, the class of the field.